Hi there, welcome to the farm. The holidays are right around the corner and it's the perfect time to try some new cranberry recipes. The very first recipe I'm going to try is maple cranberry butter. Like apple butter, the real smooth, silky texture. I actually had trouble sleeping last night and was going through Pinterest and this recipe just jumped out. The picture looked amazing, it sounded amazing, so I have to try it. The ingredient list for this one couldn't get any easier. It's cranberries and maple syrup. That's it. And I will put the recipe below with the exact amounts. But it's 24 ounces of cranberries, which you start getting warmed up, and 1 cup of maple syrup. And it's just a matter of cooking it until it boils and the berries all start to pop.
The 24 ounces, is that what you get in one of those bags?
They're usually 12 ounce. They're usually 12 ounce. And the ones I'm using here are actually frozen. I bought them from As Your Standard. I actually had a 5-pound bag. So I have a lot of cranberries to use up. So it's gonna be fun. But this just sounds so intriguing to me. And I'll just cook this until it boils. And then the berries all start to pop. And the recipe does say to be careful because when the berries start popping, it can burn you. They're hot. So I'll have to be careful. But I think it's going to smell pretty good in here soon. It's been boiling for about 5 minutes. You can tell the berries are starting to break and fall apart. So about 5 more minutes, they should all be opened. It'll start thickening up because the cranberries have natural pectin. Then it'll be time to put it in a Vitamix and blend it all up.
Now that's looking good.
That is getting nice and thick. A couple more minutes. This has to be the fastest, easiest recipe. I just cooked it for like 10 minutes. It's thick enough. Now I'm going to puree it in the Vitamix until it turns into a nice, smooth, silky butter. Oh, is that pretty? Oh, it smells good. Tell me that's not beautiful. So this looks like just about the thickness I want, so I'm just going to pour it right from the Vitamix into the jars. And this is a very small batch. We don't know if we like it, so I didn't want to go overboard. And just like any other jam, I'm going to get it to a 1/4 inch headspace and can it for like 10 minutes. And we were just talking, we're really into yogurt lately. I think this is going to be amazing with our yogurt.
But we have a special yogurt.
Yeah, we do.
We need to do a video on your special yogurt.
We do need to do that. You want to explain about our special yogurt?
Well, we're helping an Afghan family settle in to the U.S. here, and they have one of those special visas, and they're a terrific family. Uh-oh, you're losing.
I missed.
They're a terrific family, and we've had the most fun just sharing food together. And one of the foods that they eat a lot is a yogurt, but their yogurt is different than the yogurt, and we've come to love it, and we don't eat U.S. yogurt anymore. U.S.
yogurt is so sweet. This is more of a tart. It's like a yogurt I've never tasted before.
It's great with savory dishes.
Yes. Or
it changes them completely. Sweet. And it also complements, we put a dab of a sweet with it, and it is amazing.
Apricot jam so far has been our favorite.
Yeah.
But this might take its place, I don't know. But we haven't figured out how to tell you how to make it, because the only way we can get it to taste like that is by using her starter. No other starter makes it taste like that. Your yogurt will taste like whatever you use for a starter, whatever yogurt you use. So we've got to figure out how to get that flavor, you know.
Well, there are ways to make different starters, so we'll try that first. And
we're going to have to
figure it out
with different ones. If we figure it out, we're going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Because it is amazing yogurt. Okay, I'll get these all cleaned up in the canner for 10 minutes, and then we'll do a taste test with what's left. We aren't even waiting to taste this. The jelly's still in the canner. And we want to taste it and see what it's like. Go ahead. Take as much as you want. We have an English muffin and a bite of yogurt. I want to see what it's like with the yogurt. Because we've tried several other jams beside the apricot. And so far, apricot is the winner by far.
In the yogurt.
With the yogurt, yes. Yeah. But I'm anxious to try other stuff. See if we can get another, because I'm almost out of apricot jam.
This has the nice smooth consistency of the butters. You know, that's kind of a regional thing here, Pennsylvania Dutch. Probably not everybody knows what the fruit butters, like apple butter, but
it's kind of like a jam, but it's a smooth, completely pureed texture. It's different. It's different.
Yeah,
it's different, but it's good. I mean, it's amazing. All right, so this is with the English muffin.
Here.
Cheers. I like it. I like it a lot.
Very good. Very good.
And it's just so pretty.
Yeah.
That color is amazing.
It's not as tart as I thought it would be.
No. The maple syrup really does offset the tartness of the cranberries. It's just the right amount.
Yeah. Very
okay,
nice
I'm pleased
flavor.
with that. I'm going to be making that again.
I'm anxious for this.
All right, put some on your yogurt. We'll give the yogurt a taste.
And we put just a
little tiny dollop.
Yeah, because most of it.
Just so you get a little tiny bit of sweet with your yogurt.
Yeah. And the way you make this yogurt's good too. The consistency.
Okay, taste test number 2, yogurt. Cheers. I do like it.
Yeah, I didn't have enough with mine to get the real.
I think that's right up there with apricot, Donnie.
Just about. Apricot, still my favorite, but this is very good.
But that's because we've tried like strawberry, blackberry, tried peach butter, and they're all good. Yeah. The apricot's amazing. So.
Yeah. Terrific.
Well, I'd say thumbs up on this one, and I'll be making this again. Now I got to get that jam out of the canner.
So you still doing your taste test, Brenda?
I really like it. We finished off all that didn't fit in the jar, so we're going to have to one of the jars pretty quick.
So how come we're taste testing from that side of the table? We usually sit on the other side.
Because behind you is a table filled with loofahs. If you didn't watch our last video, we picked 125 loofahs and we're processing them all. So they're in the process of being washed and cleaned up and packaged for taste to sell. So it's a mess back there right now. The next recipe is another one I found on Pinterest. It just jumped out. Cranberry orange pecan crisp. Doesn't that sound amazing? I just have to try it. You actually make the topping first, and the topping is flour, brown sugar, and butter. And the recipe isn't real specific. That's the brown sugar. It says just mix the flour and sugar and then mix in the butter until crumbly. It doesn't say the butter should be melted, so I'm guessing it's cut up to get crumbly quicker. So that's a guess on my part. We'll see how it works. But I'm getting the butter and brown sugar all mixed up.
Now you have plenty of brown sugar, or plenty of butter, I mean, right?
This recipe is not low fat.
Okay.
It's a cup of butter in the topping.
I love the butter and the crispy that comes.
I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Again, the picture on Pinterest was just magnetic. All right, let's see how this goes. Well, it's finally crummy, but they said to beat it until crumbly. Well, the mixer didn't work that well. I ended up getting out the pastry thing you use when you make pie crust, the butter blender, and that got more into crumbs. So the topping is now crummy. So I think if I were doing it, I'd either melt the butter or just use the pastry blender. You know, mixer not so well. So the topping's ready. Now it's time to move on to the cranberry part, the fun part. So first I have to rinse off these cranberries. And then I'm going to be mixing in some orange zest and orange juice. So now the filling. I got the cranberries all rinsed off, and it's time to add in the orange zest. And I will put the recipe below in the description, but it's the zest of 2 oranges. Orange zest always smells heavenly. And the juice of 1. And I had my handy assistant juice the orange for me. He was very helpful. And then 1 cup of chopped pecans. And I still love my Pampered Chef chopper. That's the best chopper I've ever found for chopping all kinds of stuff. But primarily what I chop is nuts. So we mix this all together and then we stir in the sugar and spices. Okay, it's looking good already. So this is just sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. You mix that all in. Oh, it's pretty. It looks Christmassy and festive just looking at cranberries. And I realized after I got dressed, I look like Christmas. I'm green and red, but hey.
Is that what you're wearing to your elf interview later today?
Yeah. You're funny. I'm too tall to be an elf.
Well, if Santa doesn't hire you, I certainly will.
Okay, you can hire me. I think you already hired me for a lifetime.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now that's all mixed up. Time to put it in the 9 by 13 pan. So it's time to put all that cranberry yumminess into a 9 by 13 pan, which this pan isn't quite 9 by 13. I might be overflowing the top. Okay, and then as if 1 cup of butter in the topping wasn't enough, you're supposed to slice a 1/4 cup and just randomly put little pads of butter over the top of the cranberry stuff.
This is sounding better and better all the time.
Doesn't it sound amazing?
Yeah.
And I can smell that orange. I'm just getting whiffs of the orange up. Oh, it's going to be good. Our house is going to smell good today, baby. And just like the jam or the butter yesterday, I can't wait to taste this. We might have to taste it while it's still warm.
I'm in.
Maybe with some Cool Whip on top. We'll taste it without Cool Whip first, but then you always like Cool Whip.
Or ice cream on the side.
That's true. Ice cream would be good too. We have vanilla. So after I get the butter on, I will stick it in a 400-degree oven for like 45 to 55 minutes or until it's nice and bubbly. But I have to put the topping on first. So a little extra butter all over the place. Now we'll see if I can get this on without missing altogether. I probably should have used a bigger bowl, bigger pan. I have a thing in the bottom of my oven in case it runs over, which they usually do. So buttery, buttery, buttery goodness everywhere. Okay, in the oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. Yippee.
I love fruit crisps.
I know you do. That's why I thought, I mean, it looked good to me, but I know you'd probably like it.
Yeah. Thank you
it
for
wins a prize for
making
smell.
so many fruit crisps.
I do make a lot of fruit crisps.
Yeah. A lot of it is, if the topping is terrific, then I love it.
Which I don't know if he's going to like this topping. It's not super, he likes actually like hard, crunchy.
You can knock on it like the door.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if this is the crust we stick with or if we do a different crumb topping next time.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the filling is going to be fantastic.
It smells amazing.
Yeah. Okay, well, here we go.
There goes nothing. Cheers.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is really good. The filling is amazing. The topping is good, not great. For me. A lot of people would like it though.
I'll link below to a recipe. I usually make a crisp topping that his mom makes. And I'll put that recipe below because it is crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. This is a good flavor. It's definitely very buttery, but that one's crunchier.
Yeah, I can see where probably
most people don't like it.
No,
that crunchy.
I might be the odd man out on this. You know.
But this is delicious. And I thought maybe it'd be really strong at cranberry because it's just cranberries, but it works.
Most people would say that that topping is well matched.
Yeah.
With the filling. Another, I'm different.
He's different. So I give it a thumbs up.
Oh, absolutely, I do.
I'll make this again, but I'll probably have to make the other topping for the crunchy guy there.
Yeah, and if I were for all of you, I would make it exactly the way the recipe
it's very, very good.
is made. And you're going to include the other recipe below?
I'll put the other below.
To see if, for those topping lovers.
If you like it crunchy. The next recipe might be something a lot of you have already made, but I never have. It's whole cranberry sauce. mean, we've had the stuff out of the can, but I would bet homemade's better. So I'm going to give it a shot. And it just starts off with cranberries and water. And you cook that all until the cranberries get soft and start popping. Then we add the other ingredients.
Cranberries popping? What does that mean?
Well, they're like a whole berry. Once they get hot, they kind of pop. And they're open, and then they're just all mushy.
Okay.
So, but they actually pop open. They come
So the
open.
skin breaks.
Yeah, basically. And if it's really hot, it's not going to be super hot at that point. It can actually burn you when it pops if you get that juice on you. But so far, so good. So now I just have to get that really cooking until they pop, and I'll bring it back when they pop.
Okay.
All right, I'd say most of the berries have popped. I think it's ready to add the rest of the ingredients. The other ingredients are fresh squeezed orange juice, sugar, that's not that much sugar, and orange zest, which makes things just delicious. We like the orange flavor, so I actually put a little more orange zest than the recipe calls for. And I just cook and stir this, get it to boiling, and it only boils for like 3 or 4 minutes and starts to set up. And it's time to put it in the jars.
All right, let's see what this looks like. That looks really good.
I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing.
I'm glad there wasn't much sugar. I don't like to overcome, you know, the tart flavor.
Yeah, the tartness of the cranberries. It's part of the charm. All right, looks like it's thickened up pretty nice. I think it'll gel. You put them in the jars, 1/2-inch headspace, and then just can for 15 minutes. And I did pints, because when we open them, it's going to be for family gatherings, so I wanted bigger quantities. You can them in 1/2 pints too if you want smaller amounts. But it's the same time, 15 minutes, whether it's in pints or 1/2 pints. So I hope to get 2 pints and then just a little bit for us to taste. But this is, I made the double batch, so it really doesn't make that much. If I were making it again, I'd make a bigger batch, like 4 times batch, 6 times batch. I don't even know if I'm going to get 2 whole pints out of it.
You know, the challenge you might face is that so many people have had bad
I know.
cranberry sauce.
Well, I was thinking
They might be used to it and all the sugar.
the grandkids are still going to want the stuff out of the can, so I'll probably still be buying the jelly plain.
The sludge.
Yeah. Stuff. So, you never know. Maybe my grandkids will have really good taste and like this stuff. I don't know if there's going to be enough for us to taste. Very little bit. A little bit. We'll be able to do a tiny little taste test.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, the cranberry sauce didn't even make 2 full pints, so I'm not even going to bother canning it because I think we'll just be eating it pretty soon.
Yeah, it's not going to be around here long.
We actually have our Thanksgiving is next week, so it can just be in the fridge for a week and we'll have it.
Yeah.
But now we'll taste it. I'll be anxious to see if the grandkids like this or the stuff in the can.
Yeah. Ooh, I can see the little bits and chunks in there. Looks
Ready?
good.
That is much better than what you get in the can.
Oh, can't
Oh
compare.
my gosh, that is really good.
Yeah. Wow.
Now I'm wondering what
like
that would be
the-
like on yogurt.
Yeah, you can taste, you know, the skins of the fruit. It feels like you're eating fruit.
Now this recipe, you can actually put it in the Vitamix and make it completely smooth, like gelled in the can, which
Yeah.
the grandkids would probably like if I did that.
The flavor's amazing, and I'm glad that it has the orange in it too.
Yeah, the orange
Yeah.
makes it.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent.
So recap of our 3 recipes. The maple syrup jam, maple syrup cranberry jam. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was very good. To me, it felt like it was the most natural. It had the fewest ingredients. It didn't have a lot of sugar in it. So if you love cranberries, that's the one to go to. I really liked it.
What would you rate it 5 out of 5?
4.5.
I'd give it a 5 out of 5. It was great. And I would make a lot of that, except that the maple syrup is so expensive.
Oh,
So-
and you have to use the real stuff.
yeah, it's the real maple syrup. So I like it, but I'll be making small doses. If I made it to give away as gifts, I'd probably do the small jars.
I must be a tougher judge than you.
I really liked it. Now the crisp, the cranberry orange pecan crisp. What was your rating on that one?
Yeah, that was excellent. And I'm going to give that a 4. And it's partially just because the, you know, the crust.
Well, but after it sat in the fridge, it got pretty crusty.
Yeah, it did.
So
It did. I'm just partial to that other crust, but
he liked rock hard crust. So
But
I
the-
like this one. I think I like this one better.
the fruit on it was very, very good. So I loved it.
So, and then this, what would you rate it?
I would do 4.5 because of the flavor, and I love the chunks in it. But I'm going to give a half point off because to me it's a little thick.
He is tough.
It's thicker.
Well, I might have cooked it just a wee bit long. Well, but jellied cranberry is supposed to be thick. So I think I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 5. I almost might want to add a little bit more orange. I just like lots of orange.
Yeah, it could be good, but the flavor was great.
But overall, that's 3 new recipes for me, and I loved them all.
A little runnier consistency.
Okay. So he wants the crisp, crunchier, and the cranberry sauce runnier. I'm happy with him. All right. Well, thanks for joining us as we tried some cranberry recipes. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You pain in the butt.